Cheers to Bookmas Day 5. I told you everything I won't be doing in 2024. Now I want to talk about some of my goals for 2025 and where I see my reading journey going. I also am pretty excited about a lot of releases, so let's talk. First, I want to read 75 books. This is very doable for me. I read 75 last year and I read 75 this year, so I think that's a good spot. Like I've said previously, I'm not holding myself to that. I'm just going to read, and usually that's about where I land. Next, I want to get through my physical TBR. I have a gigantic physical TBR. Let me know if you guys want to see a video. The way I don't charge my camera batteries should be studied, because I legit think during this entire Vlogmas have had to, my camera has died on me in almost every video. Slay. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on my entire physical TBR. But I have quite a lot of books that are on my physical TBR. But I want to get through 50% of my physical TBR. And for me, that requires not buying books. So that's a goal, is to not buy as many books this year as I normally would. To go along with my physical TBR, I want to get through half of my Book of the Month books. I am subscribed to Book of the Month. I pay for it myself. It's not sponsored. And I have quite a few of them, and I don't know what it is. I just haven't read them. And I have a lot. I have an entire shelf on my bookshelf that's dedicated to the Book of the Month books, and I think I've read maybe 3. And I don't know if you know anything about Book of the Month, but I'm a BFF, which means I ordered a lot of books. I just want to get through that. Getting through half of that will help me get through some of my physical TBR as well. So I'm killing them birds with them stones. Some actual physical reading goals I have is I would love to read a classical book this year. I was going to make this number higher, but I didn't want to pressure myself into it. I just want to get through one classical book and one contemporary fiction book, because I definitely steer away from those. I'm a big romance girly at heart. I really want to try to branch out and read different authors in different genres. I want to read more POC books, people of color, persons of color, any of the colors. I want to read more. There are so many great authors and so many books I haven't gotten to on my shelves that are POC, and there are books that are coming out next year that are POC that I'm really excited for. I want to read a little bit of everything, and I want to be well versed in what I'm reading. I want to enjoy it also, so if I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to force it, but I do want to read different authors. My shelves are very, I don't want to say bland, but they're very niched, where it's a lot of romance, very minimal fantasy, very minimal contemporary, very minimal fictional literature. And I want to expand that world, like expand my bookshelf collection to other things as well. 2 series I want to start in 2025 is Zodiac Academy and the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series. Those 2 series have been on my radar for a while. The Addicted Sisters series has been on my radar probably since 2023. So I definitely want to start that this year, and the Zodiac Academy I want to start as well. I plan on making a reading vlog for those, so stay tuned to that. Another goal is more reading vlogs next year. I plan on doing a lot more, because looking back on the footage and seeing how I genuinely felt while reading it and giving my live updates was actually really fun to do, and I really enjoyed editing it and putting it together. So I will definitely be doing more of those. I also plan to be more consistent on YouTube. I know you've heard that 1,000,001 times, but I do plan on being more consistent. I've really enjoyed it this year. I didn't feel stressed about making the videos. I felt like I kind of found my niche in my little bubble. So I hope you guys stick around for that. I plan on coming full force in 2025 with a lot of different content for you. So make sure you subscribe so that you won't miss any of it. Lastly, I just want to keep track of what I read. I want to be better about it. I want to have a system for it. So I bought a little reading journal, and I plan on using it when I read to kind of get my thoughts together, because I find when I look back at the books I've read throughout the year, I don't remember a lot about them, and I don't remember them. I want to start remembering them. I want to be able to look back and say, this is why I didn't like this is why I did like this. And so yeah, I'm going to start a reading journal. It's not going to be anything aesthetic or beautiful, but it doesn't need to be. It's just more or less for my brain to remember what I read. Let's get into the books I'm stoked that are coming out next year. The first book is Scythe and Sparrow, and this is the third book in the Butcher and Blackbird trilogy by Bryn Weaver. Listen, okay, I pre-ordered this. I have not finished the first book, but the way the first book is going, I know I'm going to want to read the rest. So, I already pre-ordered it. It's pre-ordered. It's ready to go. I plan on finishing Butcher and Blackbird by the end of this year and starting the next one in 2025. Next is Wildside by Elsie Silver. I love this series so far. I'm really excited to keep reading and continuing on. I am so excited for the people it's following. The story just seems really funny. They're enemies to lovers, so I'm about to eat that up. I am going to eat that up. I'm going to have a plate ready for this meal, for this snack, because I know that Elsie Silver is going to give me all the feels, all the vibes. So I'm really excited for that book. Next is Sunrise of the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This is in the Hunger Games series. It's not in the Hunger Games, but it follows Haymitch, who's in the Hunger Games. It follows his story of how he won his 50th anniversary Hunger Games. Haymitch is my favorite character, so I'm really excited to read about him and read about kind of how he turned out to be how he is. But that one's probably the top of my list. Emily Henry has a book coming out as well, The Great Big Beautiful Life. Great Big Beautiful Life. I'm really excited to read that. I've loved all of her books I've read so far. She has just a way with words and making you really feel connected and attached to the people. Next is King of Envy by Anna Wong. This is in the King of Sin series. It is book 5. I'm excited. Based off the last one though, my excitement is mid. I thought I was gonna eat up the last one and I didn't, so now I'm nervous, but I'm still excited for this read. The next book is One Golden Summer by Carly Summer. Please tell me that's not her name. Oh. The next book is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. She makes the most amazing summer reads. I love her summer reads. They just get me in a summer vibe, put me in the mood. I rated all of her books pretty high. She really makes you feel like you are just laying out at the beach reading about these people, and I can't wait to read the next one. Next is Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. It is the next book in the Lights Out series. I also have not finished this book yet, but I am excited to finish that one. That one's going to get finished before this year is over. I love the characters in that book. I don't know what the second one's about, but I pre-ordered it. Are you shocked? No, we're not. Okay. I'm really excited to keep going in this series and see what else she can throw at me, honestly, girl. Next is book 3 in the Lakefront Billionaire series by Lauren Asher. I don't know what it's titled. The title and everything else hasn't been put up, so I'm just waiting for that, but I know I'm gonna love it. The first 2 books I've rated really high. I love the world, the characters. I'm excited to read and revisit some of those old characters and meet new ones. We're supposed to be having nap time, and as you can hear, we are not. So she is having the time of her life. Next is Sounds Like Love from Ashley Poston. I've read one of her books so far and I really enjoyed it. It was The Dead Romantics, and I enjoyed that book for the most part. It wasn't my favorite, but she does have the 7-year slip, which I plan on finishing this year. So if I love the 7-year slip, then I would love to get into more of her work and more of her writing. The next book is Love Haters by Catherine Center. I have not read a Catherine Center book yet, and I want to, because I have seen such good things. I've never seen a negative review on any of the books that she writes. I have rom-commers by her that I want to get to at some point, and I want to get more of her work because I hear nothing but amazing things, so I think she will be another author that I will really enjoy. Also, Onyx in Storm by Rebecca Yarros. I still have not read Fourth Wing. It is still on my list. But I'm the kind of person that if I'm going to read a series and people have kind of hinted that it ends on a cliffhanger, I'm going to want the rest of the series. So that is why I will be getting that book when it comes out, because I have the first 2, so I plan on reading these series next year at some point. those are my reading goals for 2025, and also some of the books that I'm super excited and anticipating reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some ideas for reading goals. Let's hold each other accountable for our reading goals this year and really try to stick to them. I also hope you got some good book recommendations for your anticipated reads if you didn't know about any of these books that are coming out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in day 6 of Bookmas. We are almost there, friends. Halfway there. We did it. Bye.